So, I haven't posted in a long time, but I wanted to post that I just started school again, finishing my last semester at SCSU for my second major. It's been a long road coming, and I'm so excited to finally finish. Um, but I can't help but feel like I've been robbed of my time at SCSU, my time in college, my time with everything. I mean, I missed a lot, and a lot of my hopes and goals and aspirations in college were paused, and they can't even be rehabilitated. um, I mean, I'm lucky I get to finish. Um, I'm lucky for that. Um, but I am quite sad that I can't do the things that I've always wanted to do. What I dreamt of doing when I first walked through the radio station, the broadcasting station, and the journalism sector of the mass comm department, and knowing that I have one semester and I have to try my best to get everything in there, yet finish all of these 5, 6, 7 basically classes. It's a lot, and it's a lot to just jump right back in after being sick for so long. Um, I can't help but like get scared. Um, I don't want to overwork myself because I don't want to be out for another, what, like 3 weeks? Like, I can't afford to lose that time. Um, but I look around and I see all these young faces, and it's beautiful, and it really makes me envious of what I've lost. But I am blessed to be back, and yet my health isn't 100% yet. It's not, and it won't be for a while. It's going to take a long time to fix the long, strong effects of a chronic illness, guys. It doesn't happen overnight. It's not something that can just, it takes a long time to heal that. Years of being sick, much of my life, actually. It's gonna take a long time for that to heal. And the pain, it's bad. It's bad. And I've learned to suppress a lot of it, but there's certain pains that I can't. And then when you suppress so much pain, your body still feels it, and you still feel irritable and upset and exhausted, especially when you have. But yeah, with an adrenal insufficiency, it just makes it so much harder to really, get through those sick feelings. Because, you don't make adrenaline, you don't make cortisol, you don't make any of it. So it's not like your normal recovery, I am being held back by that. So I am exhausted, and I am trying to protect myself this semester from not getting too exhausted. But I just wanted to let you guys all know that's happening. And a few other things that I wanted to note. I have been speaking up and fighting for myself a lot recently, and it has gotten me in a lot of trouble. Speaking up doesn't come without its consequences. Having an opinion, it's important, yes, but having an opinion that matters, that's actually significant to a situation, speaking up is really always important. It's always important. And I've so often had to weigh out the opportunity cost of not speaking up versus speaking up. Is it worth it? Is it worth it for my case? Do I actually need to speak up for this? Do I actually need to speak up to have them learn a lesson so it helps other people? Like, should I just worry about me for once? I don't know. It's complicated, but I have gotten in a lot of trouble for speaking up. And I have rubbed people the wrong way. And speaking up is not an easy thing to do. It's hard to do it just in general. It may seem easy the way I just go out there and just flippantly say things. I I instantly feel guilt, even if it's needed. But I just want to let you guys know that as of late, I've spoken up, and yes, a lot of it has come out good, but it doesn't feel good to do it. But also, a lot of it has turned kind of like bad. And yeah, I just wanted to share that as well. But I look forward to this semester, my final semester. And I look forward to hopefully meeting people and more friends and maybe being able to actually participate and be a person. That is the goal. That's always the goal. But I've just been trying to manifest and harvest good energy, and that's what I'm just trying to do to get through this semester. And one last thing. My brother just showed me this amazing, some spoken word poetry or slam poetry, and it's inspired me. Poetry runs like in my family. Can someone say that? My mom, she was an avid writer. She loved writing. She won many poetry contests. And my sister, she wrote journals her whole life, poetry and poetry and poetry, and loved it. And she would even do videos of her speaking her poetry, and through spoken word, through like more of a slam poetry. And my brother would always write his raps growing up, and that transgressed into some poetry, and now spoken word, slam poetry. And I have always loved writing, and I fell in love with poetry years ago. I neglected myself from that side of things, from those little hobbies when I was sick, because I told myself I did not get to do those things until I got better, until I put my energy towards getting better. So I would punish myself, and I wouldn't give myself those things. I also neglected myself for music, because I couldn't sing anymore. As you guys know, my other thing other than the hormones is EDS. I have a rare form, which I have malformed bones. And other than my sinuses being one of them, which they hurt every day, even after the sinus surgery, they're just healing, it takes forever. But the bones in my jaw hurt. And I got braces a few years ago, and it pushed my lower jaw backwards more. But my top jaw is already back too far. So it's just like choking up here all the time. And I can't sing anymore from all the tension that's held in here. And it aches so bad, and my ears are plugged all the time, and I just desperately want to sing again. I mean, I wasn't the best singer, but I loved it. It has been something that I have done since I was literally like 3, and it has been like my like lifeboat. But my brother just inspired me to maybe use poetry and spoken word poetry as a way to let out those feelings and to speak those words, until I can hopefully get my jaw fixed one day and be able to sing again. But that's all I have for you guys. Have a great Labor Day. I hope you guys have a great week.